Hey guys, thanks for watching Smart Money Minds. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over some basic principles for starting your small business and hopefully eventually it'll grow into your large business. It doesn't matter if it's a brick or mortar store or an online store because all the basic principles are the same. For those who don't know me, my name is Ben and I've been an online entrepreneur since 2012 and a successful stock trader for the last 2 years. And let's get into it. These are some of the sad stories I hear. Mom and dad retires, figures out that they don't have enough money to retire. So instead of getting a part-time job, they decide to start their own business, even though they've not had any experience starting any businesses before. They sink a good portion of their retirement fund into this business, and then they find no success. And then they're forced to shut down and cut losses, and they're put in a bigger hole than they were at the beginning. This is really sad, and it happens to tons of people every day, and I don't want you to be one of those people. I myself have started over 4 businesses, and not all of them have been successful, but hopefully with my experience and the steps that I'm giving you, you'll be able to start your own business successfully. Step number 1, if you have a regular job, don't quit your day job. Keep steady income. Make sure your life is not disturbed or disrupted by financial burden. Businesses have a nasty way to drain your funds, and if you have to worry about making ends meet and covering your daily expenses and making all your money from your businesses, you're not going to be operating in the right state of mind because you're going to be constantly stressed. And this leads us to step number 2. Do your research. Try to find some time at work, even if it's just your lunch break, to do some research about the business that you want to start. This way, you get paid to do some of your research and get started on your dream business. No, that's not feasible for everyone because everybody has work at their work site and that's what they're expected to do. So if you can't do it at work, try to spend 1 hour every day after work to develop your idea. And you might have to sacrifice some TV time or rest time, but in the long run, it'll be worth it for you. And this sort of research and development includes what kind of materials you need. What's your competitive advantage? What kind of skills do you need? Do you need to go out and learn this new skill before you can start this business? Or maybe what kind of employees or what people are you looking for? Maybe a partnership with somebody. You got to think of all these things before you jump into a business. And this leads us to step number 3. You can't forget about money. Set a small budget of what you're willing to spend on the business. This has to be an amount that you're willing to lose entirely. Think of it as an experimental budget. At this point, you'll be at step number 4, which is run a trial. Use a minimum budget to see if your idea actually works. For example, if you're doing ginger beer per se, look at the requirements and figure out how much you need to spend and how much it'll cost you and see if you can afford it within your minimum budget. And if not, then do it at an even smaller scale. Worst case scenario, you offer your product or service for free and see what people's feedback and reaction to it is. Gather some feedback from other people and start a following for people who are interested and start depending on your service and your product. The next step is step 5, which is to use social media to enhance your exposure. Build some fun stories about how your product or business is changing people's lives and make it engaging and personable so other people can relate to your product or service. And at step 6, this is usually the longest part and requires the most patience from you, as you need to do this part-time until you can do this full-time. Because you can't expect results immediately, success requires a foundation of you applying the basic fundamentals consistently. This is your secondary gig compared to your regular job and regular income. Once this secondary gig starts gaining enough traction and enough momentum, then you can think about deciding to switch it to your main gig. Perhaps you can start thinking about doing your business full-time and reducing your hours at work to go to part-time and having less and less time spent at work for your regular job. Some things take months, if not years, to gather enough momentum for you to do it full-time. For example, if you do a YouTube channel, that could take a very long time for people to catch on, to people to subscribe. And so having a regular job and having your regular finances looked after allows you to do your business as a secondary income. This will give you financial stability and it give you a sense of relief, feeling that you don't have to jump into your business with both feet and forcing your business to succeed. And with step number 7, it's all about consistency and improvement of your business. Remember, it's the consistency and improvement that matters most in growing your business. If you do a YouTube channel, you gotta be constantly uploading new videos every week, if not every day. You gotta be improving your editing skills, and you gotta learn more and more things so that you have more to offer to people watching your channel. If you're making tables, you gotta offer them at a cheaper price or maybe even for free so you gather some positive feedback. You build your social media awareness and gain good exposure from people. Think of how you can always improve your business structure and or your product and service. And finally, step number 8, things will change. Don't forget that your original idea may not work out as planned, but your willingness to change and adapt in your ideas may give you the breakthrough that you need to become successful. And my final tip is this: always offer more to your customers than they ever expect. Always remember to offer true value to your customers, even if it's free. You want to make the customer's life better knowing that you influenced it and you helped them with your product or your service or your business. Let's look at an excellent example that I found, a YouTuber called Mr. Beast. And he does a lot of the principles that I've talked about earlier in the video. So if you're looking at him, he's constantly posted for 7 years. At first he was posting Minecraft game videos, then he switched to other gaming and first-person shooting game videos. But you see, they don't get many views because many of those markets are saturated with other vloggers already. But he was able to adapt and change and continue new things until something stuck and went viral. Like his challenge videos, as you see here. He started earning big bucks and is doing challenge videos now where he's giving money away and giving people value and an experience that they'll never forget. He gives the people in the video real money and his viewers appreciate that, and it shows by his millions of views. Success and money will come to you when you become the person that helps the most people. If what you're offering is worth $1 to 1,000 people, that's already $1,000 for you. If what you're offering is worth $1,000 to 1,000 people, then you're already a millionaire. Just like that. And the world has 7.3 billion people. Let's say you're worth $5 to 200,000 people. Once again, you're again a millionaire. All you have to do is convince 0.0027% of the world population to buy something from you. And the money will come if you consistently grow, adapt, and give value to other people. So in the comments below, let me know what kind of business that you are planning to start or you are planning to start or look into in the near future. I always love to hear what my audience's stories are, so make sure you comment below, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, like my videos, and we'll see you next time.